Hi, today we're going to be talking about the best rugby team in the world, who happens to be the New Zealand All Blacks by Brendan Hacker. The history of the New Zealand All Blacks. The rugby union was introduced in New Zealand by Charles Mono in 1870. The first rugby match that took place in New Zealand was in May 1870, so roughly the same year. In 1893, New Zealand played its first international match in which they lost 8-6 to New South Wales. Their first true test match was against Australia on 15th of August 1903 in front of 30,000 spectators, who witnessed the New Zealand victory by the score of 23-3. Now, the jerseys that are worn by the All Blacks, and of course by their name, their jerseys are all black. Their new jerseys are all black except for the white Adidas logo and the Fern logo. The original jerseys, however, were dark blue. The color changed between roughly around 1897 and 1901. Along with wearing a black jersey, they wear black shorts and black socks, but occasionally they'll wear white shorts and white socks, but typically they always wear black. Roughly the name, the All Blacks. New Zealand in the World Cup. The All Blacks have played in 50 matches they played 50 matches in the eight Rugby World Cup tournaments from 1987 to 2015. They won the Cup in 1987, 2011, 2015. The All Blacks have the most titles of any other team in the world, even over Australia and South Africa. Here is the All Black team today with their head coach Stephen Hansen and captain Kieran Reid. And here's the team. They roughly have about a 30-man roster with about 15 forwards and 15 backs. Here are the statistics for the All Blacks. The most caps or starts in American terms is Richie McCaw. He has 148 starts. The top scorer of all time for the All Blacks is Dan Carter, who has roughly around 1,500 points. The top try scorer is Doug Hallett, and he had a record of 49. The highest they've ever been ranked is number one, which they're always number one in the world, as of 27 November 2017. The lowest they've ever been ranked was third in the world. The biggest win was against Japan by a score of 145-17 against Japan. The worst loss ever was against Australia by a score of 28-7. Here are the success of the All Blacks. They were named the World Cup, the World Rugby Team of the Year 10 times since the award was created in 2001. A player from the All Black team has been awarded the World Rugby Player of the Year 10 times over that period. 15 former All Blacks have been inducted into the International Rugby Hall of Fame. So that's crazy. That's 15 of former All Black players. Now here's one of the most famous All Black traditions that they do before every game. Before each contest, the All Blacks perform a dance called the haka. The haka has been closely associated with the New Zealand rugby ever since the tour of Australia and the United Kingdom by 1888 and 1889 New Zealand native football team. In August 2005, the All Blacks performed a new haka called the Kapa o Pongo. They performed a new haka to reflect the Polynesian influence multicultural makeup of contemporary New Zealand, and here it is. Here's the All Black team performing the haka before each contest.